Alright folks, grab your Rubik's Cube, grab your Magic Cube, and what we're going to do is we're going to do a cube in the cube pattern today. So not only am we just going to show you how to do the cube in the cube, I'm actually going to break it down into a certain number of sequence of moves, so groups of 3 or groups of 2 moves, to hopefully, once you've done it a few times, it'll make it easier to remember. I'm going to put the complete algorithm into the description below, but what I'm going to do is bring it up in groups, as I said, groups of 3 or 2, bring it up on the screen in patterns, I guess you can call it, and hopefully it'll make it easier to remember. So the first group of 3 is going to be front, so front face, front, left, front. Okay, so front, left, front, that's the first bit. The next group of 3 is going to be up, right, up, okay, but the only difference with that is the first move is an up prime, so anti-clockwise, so you've got up, right, up, okay, and the next 2 steps is a group of 2, so you had 2 groups of 3, now you've got a group of 2, so it's going to be front, front, L, L, okay, so you see that, so you've got 2 front, 2 L, okay, and the next group is also going to be of a 2, they're both going to be prime, that's the way I remember it, they're both prime, so U prime, and then L prime, okay, together. Now the next is a group of 3, it's back, down, back, okay, you've done your fronts, you've done your lefts, you've done your ups, now it's back, down, back, okay, so it's back, back first, so back, down prime, back prime, okay, hopefully you can see that. And the next is a group of 2, which starts with 2, starts with 2 moves, group of 2, so L2, okay, and then a U. Okay, that's it. And that brings it in together, so that'll give you your cube in a cube pattern. Next, probably what we'll do is we'll rotate through some corners, but hopefully that helps. So you got your front, left, front, up, right, up, F2, L2, U, L, and then your BD'B, and then your L2, U. Okay guys, we've done the cube in the cube pattern on the 3x3. What's next to get the cube in the cube in the cube pattern is actually just to rotate these corners. You want to rotate that corner there, and you want to rotate this corner here. That will then give us the cube in the cube in the cube pattern. Alright kids, what were we doing? The cube in a cube in a cube, that's right. So we had the cube in a cube on the 3x3, and what we're going to do is we're going to rotate these corners. We're going to rotate this corner here, and we're going to rotate this corner here, and we're going to get the cube in a cube in a cube pattern. So I'll take you through it. Feel free to follow along if you've already got it in this particular state. If not, have a look at the previous video. That'll take you into the cube in a cube state, and then we can get into the cube in a cube in a cube. There is an algorithm to go from the solved state all the way through to cube in a cube in a cube in one go, but I'll probably do that in a different video. So this one, what it's going to do is just twist the corners, okay, when we're ready. So what you want to have is you want to have the cube here on the top right hand corner, so you've got the L sort of facing like that, and you've got the cube on the top right hand corner, and this is the algorithm. Ready? So it's back 2, okay, R prime, D, R, D prime, R prime, D, R, U. Okay, that's the first step. It's pretty long, and that's only halfway there, so it keeps going with R prime, D prime, R, D, R prime, D prime, R, and then U prime. Okay, so that gets basically this front side of it together, and then you got 2 backs, 1, 2, and that'll just rotate this piece back into its position. So you can see there it's got a pretty funky little cube in a cube in a cube, and then you got a cube in a cube in a cube on this side. Cool, enjoy. Okay guys, I'm just going to quickly show you that last corner twisting algorithm one more time, this time on the 2x2, just purely because I think it looks really cool at the end. So what do we got? We have the red facing us, and we'll go back to 1, 2, and then it's going to be R prime, D, R, D prime, R prime, D, R, U. Okay, that's the first half. Second half is R prime, D prime, R, D, R prime, D prime, R, U prime, okay, with the back 2 at the end, just to get it in that little funky little position. There we go, there's your corner twisting, enjoy.